Grow Garden has tons of items that have straight up vanished, some lasting days, others only a few hours, and some not even a minute. By now you're probably familiar with the seagull from the summer egg, but did you know this is not the original? You see, on June 21st, the seagull became the first pet to modify the shovel. Yeah, sounds a little too good to be true, as his former trait was scavenger. Shoveling plants has a % chance to drop the equivalent seed. Well, players quickly abused this trait, and that left us with this. Looks busted, right? It was. Players quickly discovered this seed dupe, and all you needed was a triceratops to regrow the fruit, a seagull to drop the seed, and a shovel to recycle the plants. It was basically an infinite seed feature, so Grow Garden quickly removed the soul from this bird, and it no longer drops the seeds with the shovel. But this next pet wasn't as easy to remove. This squirrel may look harmless, but way back in May, it also duplicated seeds. The developers tried nerfing this squirrel the same way by removing exclusive seeds being dropped, but eventually the players got bored and started duplicating thousands of carrots. Fun fact, Jandel actually stocked 1,000 carrots during the last admin abuse. So Grow Garden had enough of this squirrel and it lost its ability. Now it has a chance of a reclaimer staying in your inventory after being used. Yeah, pretty lame. But this next item is the opposite of lame. During the Beanstalk admin event, Jandel restocked the shops with a massive hammer. But did you know this wasn't the only weapon used? In Jandel's private server, he poured out a gun. And not just any gun. This is a minigun. And I'm not joking. He literally targeted famous YouTubers like Creecraft and Vendoli.
Jandel, no. Jandel, no. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It is safe to say that Jandel removed our favorite YouTubers. But I wonder if this minigun will ever be obtainable through an Easter egg, as Jandel said this.
Like a couple new people on the scene, and like their job is to basically like create Easter eggs for the game.
Maybe we'll get a secret Jandel stock where you can purchase a minigun for an hour, or let's make it challenging, where you have to participate in an extreme game of blood out red light green light.
I'm raging. I can't do this.
If you're the first to make it, you shoot the competition. Just like how Jandel is forcing us to shoot this cow. Everybody get PETA on speed dial because Jandel released an animal that has one purpose: to be removed from your inventory immediately. Yeah, when selling this dairy cow, you have a small chance to get a beanstalk in exchange for its life. And it's not even a 100% chance, so prepare to gamble with thousands of dairy cows. It's kinda sad. But what's even more sad is that the most loved weather event was removed. The Raining Tacos weather event was removed for a short period of time. And not exactly the weather event, but the song used.
It's raining tacos.
Yeah, that's the classic song that we know, but for some reason newer lobbies started using this song. Jandel quickly realized this and updated all the lobbies, but I guess this version became super rare. So let me know in the comment section if you ever got a chance to hear this. But what's even more rare is completing this removed quest. Yeah, sometimes Grow Garden adds quests that are nearly impossible to complete. So only the truly dedicated players were able to complete this eggplant quest before it was sadly removed. This was because players already had a hard enough time obtaining a mythical eggplant. And on top of that, the eggplant needed to be at least 5.5 kilograms with shock applied. And in return, you would get a basic seed bag. Thankfully, this challenge was replaced with a grape. But I can't imagine how those players would react with the new achievements. Yeah, selling 1,000 burning buds isn't going to be the easiest challenge. But there's no time to waste, as the frozen mutation was removed for an entire summer. You may have realized that the weather event Frost that gave your plants the frozen mutation was removed. And that's because with the release of the summer harvest update, it was officially summer. And while it wouldn't make sense if it was snowing during the summer, unless you live in a mountain peak or something like that. But in exchange of frozen, Grow Garden gave us the Amber mutation during the prehistoric update. And a lot of players agreed that this may be the worst mutation of all time. Yeah, I agree, but what I don't agree with was the removal of Tom. Tom was a seed shop owner that replaced Sam for only 2 weeks. While he did offer brand new seeds, the players just wanted Sam to return, as the seeds he offered were just simply better. So Tom packed up his bags and left, and he never returned as a traveling merchant. Instead, the summer harvest NPC started selling his seeds. So I guess Jandel sent Tom to the void. But you will never believe what I found with Tom, and that is this OG ticket. So make sure to claim it by subscribing to be a part of the 100k spot gang. However, when Sam returned, there was one seed that was removed from a shop, and that was corn. What a strange choice. And I'm not exactly certain why corn was removed, but it's a shame because during the cooking update, it was a valuable ingredient. But luckily, it was easily obtainable as a reward from Chef B. This next item was removed within hours. The disco spray was sold by the spray merchant, but his stock was quickly removed as the item was just too overpowered to sell. The disco mutation is an admin exclusive exclusive, and the players were not so happy to see it become so common, but at least the disco mutation made its way inside the game, unlike this corrupted Zen egg. It was never released outside the developer servers. Similar to its counterpart, the Zen egg, it was also gonna hatch pets. But instead of the Shiba Inu and the other 5 pets, we would hatch Simanaki Nek, Kadoma, and Corrupted Kitsune. But there's 2 more pets that you've never seen in game. The Tsuchiniko with a lucky harvest ability, and the Mizuchi with an ability to apply wet or drench to any fruits. But it only worked when you sold the fruits. Strange. No wonder why they were scrapped. Instead, they bundled the corrupted pets and the plants inside one Kitsune chest. And soon after, we got the gourmet chest. So do you guys prefer chest bundles or classic seed packs and eggs? But our next removed item is a total mystery, and that is the mysterious crate released during the Blood Moon update. And it brought us the wheelbarrow, the small wood table, frog fountain, and a few other gnomes. It was quickly replaced with the Blood Moon crate. But if it was replaced, then how do I have this frog fountain? Well, that's because you can find all these items now in the cosmetic shop. And what's curious is that the Blood Moon crate has nothing in common with the mysterious crate. We got basic items like a bench, fire pit, and some fences. Yeah, a Blood Moon gnome would have been cool to add, but what about the UI features that have been removed? Well, say goodbye to your 12,002 recall wrenches. Yeah, I got that many. Because back in the day, there was actually a button under the garden teleport, and that brought you straight to the gear shop. And it was also a quest button. It would be super cool if it was re-added and it opened up the brand new garden guide, but it would be super overpowered, just like the Super Seed Pack limited time shop with 10,000 times luck. Wow. Yeah, back in Grow Garden, they sold 9 Super Seeds for only 1,050 Robux. But now if you get lucky, you only really need to spend 37 Robux to get a Super Seed. Yeah, pretty awesome. Let's see what I get. Oh, we got a blueberry bush. I mean, that's not terrible. But if you guys got a Forever Seed, let me know in the comment section down below which fruit you got. Or at least the biggest shekel scam of the century was removed. Yes, back in the day, 5,000 shekels was worth 895 Robux. Nowadays, shekels are so inflated that you can't even purchase them in the shop. What a robbery. But going back to the quest button, we have a brand new garden guide that allows us to complete hundreds of challenges, and these challenges can get super difficult. I'd say some of these will be changed in the future, similarly to the eggplant quest, but I'm excited to complete every challenge and get my hands on the Statue of Achievements. But a feature I want to see added back is the Remove Kitsune challenge. Yeah, if you didn't know, last week the achievements were actually leaked, and that's where we saw the Kitsune pet. So instead of getting the Statue of Achievements, we would have got a chance to get the Kitsune. I bet a lot of players would have been happy with this. But what Grow Garden should add is the achievement egg. Just like nowadays how we have the achievement seed packs that come in common, uncommon, rare, legendary, mythical, and divine. Oh, and prismatic. Inside the seed packs, you can roll all prismatic seeds like the beanstalk, emberlele, sugar apple, burning bud, pine cone, elder strawberry, and even the new one, Romanesco. So if we got a prismatic egg, we would most likely see the corrupted Kitsune and the Kitsune inside. Just like how the leaked image teased. But I understand why it's not added just yet, as there's just not enough prismatic pets. But yeah, and for a bonus item, I want to show off this pet that not even the developers have. This is a hacked Labubu. It scares me a little. It's buggy, and it has no description. But it's so strange to see this pet and grow a garden. And if I forgot any features, let me know in the comment section down below. And here's another video that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy. Bye!